What are you saying, geezers? Speci here, and there's exciting news because there's 4 new bundles coming to Marvel Snap, 2 of which are containing collector tokens, and you can purchase them with gold. We have been waiting for those for a little while, and I'm going to be breaking down the stats on these to tell you exactly which is worth it, should you be buying these, but I would certainly recommend start hoarding your gold. Positively Charged is the first bundle with Mr. Negative here. It starts on February the 7th and lasts until February the 28th. It costs 8,000 gold, you get 3,000 collector tokens, 6,000 credits, 155 Mr. Negative boosters, Be My Valentine title, a Mr. Negative avatar, and this Mr. Negative variant. Again, going to break down the maths on that a little bit later, but seems like a bit of a no-brainer to me, is my gut feeling, before we look at the exact maths. Westview Story and Steamy Hell's Kitchen both come out on the 14th of Feb, and these are cosmetic only ones, and they are linked in with Valentine's Day. Scarlet Witch and Vision, of course, a bit of a power couple. 2,000 gold, you get an I Love You title, a Scarlet Witch avatar, a Vision avatar, a Scarlet Witch variant, and a Vision variant. I'm personally not going to be buying this one. I'm just going to be saving my gold for progression and getting new cards. But very nice Scarlet Witch. And I don't love the Vision, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't hate it, but I won't be spending my 2,000 gold on it, that's for sure. Up next, I would be more tempted by this one. Also 2,000 gold. You get an Are You My Soulmate title, a Daredevil avatar, Electra avatar, and a Daredevil variant and Electra variant. This Daredevil variant is absolutely popping off, to be honest. This is what is tempting me into this one. Again, I am going to refrain from it. I'm just using my gold on progression. So this Electra variant is also very nice, but there's this Daredevil variant is the winner for me. This is what would tempt me in. I'm not going to, though. Then up next, Birth Pool on February the 22nd until March the 3rd. Another one to get collector tokens from is 3,200 gold. You gain 1,500 collector tokens, 3,200 credits, 291 Deadpool boosters, a Merc with a Mouth title, Deadpool avatar, and Deadpool variant. Now this one seems like an absolute no-brainer. This is definitely the best one. But again, we're going to break down the exact maths on those now. So let's take a look. This graphic is super useful. Someone sent it to me on Discord. I don't know the original author, but I will try and find out and let you know in the comments and say thanks. What they've done is they've broken down all 4 bundles with the collector tokens which are available for gold. And while you get credits in these, obviously you're going to be spending your credits on upgrading cards. And then you get an average amount of tokens whenever you upgrade cards. So it's giving us an average amount of tokens per gold. So not just the tokens you get, but also considering the credits that you get and how many tokens on average those credits will get you, if that will make sense. Basically, if you buy each bundle, how many tokens you can expect to get altogether for your gold. So the Apocalypse one we had back in November was 0.7 tokens per gold. So for every 1 gold, you would get 0.7 tokens. Happy days. That was pretty nice. Sunspot was quite similar. It was 0.65 tokens for all the gold you spent. And then the Mr. Negative one, slightly worse than both of these. So for the Mr. Negative one, you're getting 0.56 tokens for your gold. So the Mr. Negative one is the worst bundle we've had so far in terms of value of gold to tokens. 8,000 is obviously very expensive. It is the most expensive one. If we compare it to the Apocalypse one, it's the same amount of tokens. It's way less credits. 3,500 credits less than the Apocalypse one is a really big deal when it is even more expensive. Compared to the Sunspot one was 2,000 tokens cheaper, but you got more credits and less tokens. So the Apocalypse one's still the best. The Sunspot one was, pretty competitive. The Mr. Negative one is a lot worse. However, it does still seem like one of the best ways of spending gold. So if you have been hoarding gold, you can't really argue with spending this amount of gold and getting this amount of tokens compared to just spending gold on credits. Like, you are getting more tokens this way. So I still would advise you to get it, but it is a little bit unfortunate to see how big of a decrease this is. However, moving on to the Deadpool one, which is a lot cheaper, it is actually the best bundle so far in terms of tokens to gold ratio. So the Deadpool one, you should 100% make sure that you have 3,200 gold to spend on this. Every single person should be buying this, in my opinion. You're just going to have to show a little bit of restraint and save that gold up. Of course, you could also just buy gold, but try and do it free to play if you can, of course. If you're not planning on spending any other money on the game, you've got a month to be saving up. So with the Deadpool one, it's costing 3,200 gold. You get 3,200 credits, 1,500 tokens, which works out at 0.71 tokens per gold. So the Deadpool one is great. The Mr. Negative one is a lot more expensive, but if you are going to have enough gold to get both of these, I would advise you to. Honestly, just try and get both. Listen, if you're a free-to-play player, that's not going to be super easy, but you have now got a lot of time to try and save up. Of course, like the season rewards get you a little bit of gold. The battle pass, if you're getting that, is going to get you some gold as well. So certainly easier said than done, but I know that now I am going to be saving up all my gold that I can. And then even if I'm a little bit short, I will spend like the little bit of extra money to just get this Mr. Negative and this Deadpool bundle, because this is the best way of spending money in Snap, to get these collector tokens to have access to some of the more exciting cards. So that is the maths breakdown on the new bundles. While I'm here as well, I did just want to show you a few of the new variants that have been added to the game. If you haven't already seen, I did do a Nimrod video. That's the new Battle Pass card. There's a bunch of new variants which have been added to the game files, which we're just going to flick through here. Big shout out to SnapFan for this. But there's one in particular, guys. There's one variant in particular, which I think is officially the best variant in the game, and that is this Wolverine here. It is quite unbelievable, the Wolverine meme. We've already obviously got the Spider-Man meme, but this Wolverine meme is just, wow. The fact that that is a card is so exciting. Obviously, Wolverine having just got buffed. Now, these variants aren't currently available. They're just in the game files, whereas these ones lower down are now all available. So there's a Vision, a Goose, a Korg, an Enchantress, a Dazzler, Wolfsbane, Giganto, Sauron, She-Hulk, Shanna, Leech, Black Widow, Blade. This Blade is very epic. Shuri. I'm sure the Shuri was already in the game. Maybe I'm mistaken. Beast, Mojo, and Nightcrawler. I'm sure the Shuri I've already seen people have. Anyway, guys, this is... Yeah, okay. Looks like this is a bit of a bug. Don't know what's up with the newly available variant. Got the Wolfsbane one 2 weeks ago. The Switch one has also been available a while. So maybe this is a little bit of inaccuracy here. But big shout out to Snap Zone. Marvel Snap Zone. Marvel Snap Fan! Sorry, Snap Fan. Not Marvel Snap Zone. One love for the details. Also, big shout out to whoever did this little bundle breakdown. Let me know in the comments which ones will you be buying. I'm personally just going to be buying both. If you're spending money on the game, this is definitely the best way to be doing it, to get those tokens. Those tokens are just worth so much compared to all those other things, because you do want those new cards. You want those Thanos cards. You want those Galactus cards. Also, Kang may be coming out in the next few months as well, and he's going to be a big bad that's always costing 6,000. So it's definitely worth trying to hoard your gold up for these. The Mr. Negative one, while it is not as impressive as the Sunspot and the Apocalypse one, it is worth it if you can avoid spending real money. That is obviously a big bonus. And then the Deadpool one, every single person should be making sure they have 3,200 gold saved up for February the 22nd. Thanks so much for watching. Give the video a like if you don't mind. It helps out the channel a lot. And see you on the next one.